Imagine waking up every day feeling trapped, like there's some invisible force squeezing out your fire, the fire that made you brilliant, the fire that made you refuse to settle. You know the kind of world we live in, one that tells us we're free, but chains us invisibly with rules nobody questions. It whispers promises of comfort, stability, and fairness, but what it really delivers is sameness, mediocrity, and quiet suffering. You watch as talented founders hesitate, investors cling to tired patterns, professionals grind in silos, and leaders lose sight of why they started it all. You feel it too, don't you? That sharp edge of frustration, that gnawing sense that you were built for more than this slow erosion of potential. Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. The world does not want you to be exceptional. The system is built to serve stability, to reward the average, and to snuff out the rare sparks that truly light the path forward. It hands you rule books, performance reports, and filters your ideas through a sieve of safe, predictable outcomes, and at the end of the day, it tells you to be grateful. But inside, you're bleeding. Your wild ideas, your hunger to lead, your refusal to be just another cog, those things feel like dangerous weapons in a world that prefers conformity. But here's why so many of the world's brightest minds, those founders, investors, innovators, and leaders you look up to, are magnetized by capitalism. It's not because capitalism is some flawless system. It's because capitalism, at its core, is the only system in the modern world built to unleash individual firepower. Capitalism is raw. It's wild. It doesn't hand you a script. It offers you a stage, but you have to own it. It rewards risk, brilliance, relentless drive, and every single moment you choose to break out from the pack. It's messy, it's brutal, but it's honest. The real magic of capitalism is that it doesn't care about your background. It doesn't care about your politics or what tribe you belong to. It only cares about the value you bring to the table, and it rewards that value with opportunities, with alliances, with growth. It's the ultimate meritocracy, a battlefield where your ideas, your energy, and your ability to connect with others can build empires or change the game forever. So while the rest of the world tries to box you in, capitalism frees the few who refuse to settle. Look around. The people shaping the future, driving progress, and rewriting the rules, they live outside of comfort zones. They are the ones who burn when others bend. They are the controversial, the misunderstood, the risk takers. People who say no to the easy path and yes to creating their own. Capitalism draws them in because, unlike other models, it doesn't pretend that comfort is success. It demands that you be sovereign with your will. It forces you to be critical, to question everything, because in capitalism, survival depends on transformation. But there's a flip side. Capitalism is not for everyone. It will break those who cling to certainty, those who seek to play it safe. It will punish laziness disguised as cleverness and complacency dressed as wisdom. The pain, the sleepless nights, the relentless pressure, it's all part of the package, yet it is in that chaos and challenge that you find your greatest power. Capitalism doesn't dilute ambition, it amplifies it. It punishes the mediocre, but elevates the extraordinary. And that potential, your potential, is the most valuable resource on earth. So how do you seize this power? How do you move from feeling stuck, frustrated, isolated, to becoming a magnet for the world's most brilliant minds? First, shed the illusions. The world will try to sell you a story about who you should be, how you should think, who you should follow. Tear that apart. Freedom isn't a comfort you buy. It's a state you fight for every single day. Being truly free means owning your decisions, your identity, your journey, even when the path is lonely. Second, stop waiting for permission. The system you see, the networks you think you must join, they were not made for the exceptional. They were built for the compliant. You must build your own network, your own infrastructure of connection that honors difference, that thrives on contrast, and that turns isolated brilliance into shared power. Find the few, those who burn as you do, and align with them fiercely. It's not about gathering crowds. It's about crafting profound alliances where real transformation is possible. Third, master patience. This is not a sprint. The world does not change overnight, and neither do you. But eternity favors the long game. Every bold move, every question you ask, every partnership you forge is like laying bricks for a future where your individuality is your greatest strength. You don't have to fit in with the noise. Focus on amplifying your essence, your unique spark that the system tried to bury. Most importantly, understand this. Capitalism, for all its flaws, is a tool to rediscover your humanity. The world tries to process you, optimize you into a number, a position, a predictable output. Capitalism throws that out the window. It reminds you that the power lies in the liberated individual, that fierce spark that breaks free from comfort and conformity and unleashes creation on an unprecedented scale. Now think about that. Why does capitalism magnetize the most brilliant minds? Because it doesn't reward sameness or submission. It embraces risk and rewrites the rules. It creates a battlefield where the rare, the radical, and the relentless can come together, connect, and create something no one else dared imagine. It's not just business, it's raw, messy freedom, a freedom paid for with blood, sweat, and relentless hustle, but freedom nevertheless. So if right now you're struggling to break free from the chains society, tradition, or even your own fears have placed on you, see this as a call to arms. Capitalism isn't handing you a safe path, it's handing you the power to write your own. The price is high, the reward is higher. Your allies are out there, the rare few burning with the same fire, waiting for you to find them. This is not about changing the world for others. This is about unleashing the leader, founder, visionary that was always inside you. The full you, not diluted by norms or expectations, but blazing beyond them. Don't get fooled by the noise around you. The system pretends to offer freedom while burying your fire under layers of convenience and conformity. True freedom isn't given, it's taken. It's fought for daily by those who refuse to settle, who see risks as fuel, and who know that legacy is built on choices, not comfort zones. If you feel that tension inside, that silent roar that says you're meant for something bigger, that you were born not just to live life, but to shape reality itself, then capitalism is your playground. It's the crucible where you forge not only your future, but the future of what comes next. It's raw, yes, but it's the only place on earth where the exceptional find space to be truly free. Remember this, the world has no system for the exceptional, no infrastructure for the radical, no safe harbor for the misunderstood. That's why the few must build their own places, networks, and tribes. Connect deeply, collaborate fiercely, create relentlessly. When that happens, capitalism stops being just a system. It becomes a movement of sovereignty, transformation, and relentless becoming. It becomes freedom made real. So stay awake. Be ruthless in questioning everything, selective in who you align with, patient in your pursuit, and unshakable in your will. This isn't about comfort or belonging. It's about becoming. It's about unlearning what you were told to be and unleashing what you were born to become. The time to burn brighter than ever is now. The choice to live a borrowed life has passed. The system can't hold you unless you let it. Liberate yourself, not because it's easy, but because it makes you whole. This is why capitalism pulls in the world's most brilliant minds, not because it's perfect, but because it's real, it's raw, and it never stops rewarding those who refuse to settle for less than everything.